the Houston starting five. Tari Eason is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Jalen Green, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Holmgren with a screen on Green. Dort for 3. Eason pulls it in. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
It's so nice to see a young star creating for another guy. Holmgren making good use of the pick and roll.
Here's Green. Outside Eason. Pass to Thompson. Eason a screen on Dort. The 3 from Thompson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's hammered home by Green.
What hops from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
First team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Green. Pass to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And it's Green missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Şengün, the screen. And it's hammered home by Green.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
The kick out to Williams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. A minute 50 left in the first.
That first step is so dangerous with Amin. I mean, he was just gone.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. And he lobs it up top. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooks with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, baby.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Williams. After the basket by Houston, that one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Thunder. 4-point game. Brooks the pass to Green. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Şengün finds Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He takes it in. He's off on the layup. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start, and that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Şengün, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Şengün from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Green. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Gets it off. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Makes his...
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So the Rockets 5 now. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Thompson. And it's Green in the point guard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Ryan, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too. This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside for Dort. Hartenstein with a screen on Green. And there's the lob. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Green against Holmgren. Şengün, a screen on Holmgren. And here's Green from the arc. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up the points in a hurry.
Holmgren inside. Defended by Eason. Holmgren for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Şengün, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Thompson. Let's go with a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Thompson's got 8.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Holmgren. No good there. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And there's Thompson on the assist from Green. And it's a 4-point Houston lead.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson. Outside for Dort. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. On the take. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for 3. The putback. Pass to Holmgren. Goes up with it again. And the jumper falls for him. He's got 6.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Outside for Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Brooks. Oh, the confidence from SGA on that 3.
You can see the ball handling ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
On the wing, Brooks. Still no points. That shot wide open. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
Well, you see that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an excellent decision maker, such a dependable catalyst for this offense.
Şengün, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Şengün in the post. He's against Hartenstein. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Eason, a screen on Williams. Outside Eason. Pass to Şengün. High post Green. Back to Şengün. Shoots over Hartenstein. And Şengün gets it to go. And now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Houston up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Aaron Wiggins out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. And it's Joe in at the 1. That's the group for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Here's Whitmore. And he misses his first shot.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Landale. Wiggins against Smith. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
For 3, Smith. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 3. Caruso outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And he misses his first shot of the game. Houston has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. On the wing, Green. Here's Landale. The Rockets with another miss. The Thunder have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Williams. Caruso against Green for the tie. Caruso misses. The Rockets lead by 3. Smith inside, covered by Joe. Landale, the pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tate.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Green. Right side Tate. Here's Landale. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunder ball. .119 left in the third. Thunder trail by 3. Outside Joe. Williams a screen on Tate. Inside. It's stolen. Smith against Wiggins. Smith outside. The 3 ball. Hits the 3-pointer. Smith's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Landale's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And it's Tate off the drive. Left side, Green. Pass to Landale. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. A line change here for Oklahoma City.
Substitution on the court.
Thunder trail by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. Hartenstein a screen. They get the rebound. Williams from long range drains the triple. Williams has got 5. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Rockets ahead, leading by. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Thompson. Dillon Brooks is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Jalen Green, and it's Şengün in at the center position. Eason pass to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. Eason can't get it to go. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Williams. Eason pulls it in. Houston has got 7 of their 16 3-point attempts to go in. Brooks, the pass to Eason. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Green in the post. He's against Hartenstein. Terrific work from Green inside.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. Thompson with some nice D. Outside, Green. Şengün, the screen. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Williams. In transition. He launches a 3. The Thunder with another miss. The Rockets lead by 5. On the wing, Green. Nails it from 3. Green's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his 3-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Houston.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Thompson outside. Pass to Green. The three. Here's Şengün. Second shot opportunity, and he takes it up and lays it in. And it's a 10-point Houston lead.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his fourth rebound in this one. To the middle. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Lou Dort picks one up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Thompson with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Thompson, that's good. And the Rockets lead by 15.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Dort, pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. Williams on the wing from behind the arc. Counted from distance.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Green against Hartenstein. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Şengün's gotten 4 this quarter.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Hartenstein passes to Williams. Up and over Brooks. Kept alive. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Oklahoma City. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Green.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Green with the ball. Clock at 6. Fourth three. No good. And so it's Houston winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting
live on 2K. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ole is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Allen. Bulls setting the pick for Allen. Second shot opportunity. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And here are the Thunder now. Outside, Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the Suns pick up 2. Hartenstein with the screen on KD. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And with this core of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. Now, no one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thank you, David. KD with the bucket.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
KD's shot is off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Bull the pass to Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Holmgren. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Booker against Dort. Durant with a screen on Dort. Kicks it out to Booker. Bull setting the pick for Booker. Pass to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Drops one in from the wing. Allen's got 5. Thunder trailing by 6. Holmgren the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Allen. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And it's sent back by Allen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Dort against Booker. Here's the screen from deep. The Thunder pull it in. Here's the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Takes a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Suns ahead, up by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for the Suns, we've got Devin Booker. Bull out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. Holmgren with a screen on KD. Williams, that's good.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Booker against Dort. And here's Booker. 8 points for him. Good. Booker's got 10.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker is taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Count it good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Pass to Holmgren. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And proving how versatile he can be. Holmgren, fantastic dime in the screen and roll.
Stolen by Dort. Driving the way.
Oh, yes! How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
Dort against Booker. KD looking around. KD so efficient in there.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. 17-foot shot on the way. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And Durant launches from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Any shot for KD is a great shot for his team, and I don't care how far back he is.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Count that one. Allen's got 7. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And again, unable to change momentum here. Allen against Williams. Allen inside. Pass to Richards. Here's Bull. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 on the clock. Bowles setting the pick for Durant. Shoots over Holmgren. Second chance shot with the clock winding down. Thunder with the rebound. 1:10 left in the first half of the game. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Ball kicks to Allen. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Jacks up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Richards passes to Booker. Booker sinks the 3.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Williams is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Williams. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the 2. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Beal taking his time here. 3-pointer. The Thunder pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Caruso with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Caruso, no good. Phoenix leading by 10. Pass to Dunn. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
Williams, a screen on Beal, sinks the triple. Joe's got it back down to single digits for the Thunder.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Caruso against Lee. Takes the 3. Tries again. Antonio lays it in. And the Suns lead by 10.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Joe can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Lee. And he makes that one. And it's a 12-point Suns lead. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Caruso looking for an opening. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Bradley Beal picks one up. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's Iguodaro, defended by Caruso. Done shot's good.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. Done with some nice D. Phoenix leading by 14. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Iguodaro. Banked in off the glass.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Pass to Caruso. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Driving to the basket. Sweet little floater. And the Suns lead by 15.
Boy, Beal looked like he was shot out of a cannon there.
Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Dunn dishes to Lee. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Iguodaro takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Caruso. 8 points for him. No good with the triple. And stolen by Caruso. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And it's Wiggins missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Suns have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. And a deep three from Beal. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Nick Richards out there with Bull. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Durant, and it's Allen in at the two guard.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
From outside the arc, that shot off the mark. Good D by Booker. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Pass to KD. Oh, good on the three. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Now here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Booker against Dort. Booker up top, shoots over Dort. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Booker's got 21 in the game.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Phoenix leading by 18. Outside Durant. Over Williams. No good from Durant.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Durant up top. He's guarded by Williams. Durant kicks the ball. KD against Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Thunder trailing by 15. Floats it up for Holmgren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Holmgren against Bull. Outside, KD. From past the arc. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 points for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Here's Dort, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Richards. Dort grabs the miss, and it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 15-4 run.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Allen surveying the D. Five to shoot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. What a difference in this crowd right now.
That's how you silence a building.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander hits the three-point bomb.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And it's the Suns' ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And that one's good. Richards.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Durant. "15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business. Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And
their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Grayson Allen is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nick Richards. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Durant in at the 4. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Booker. This one for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
Green with the ball. Richards picks him up. Green against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward. There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
Şengün finds Green. Şengün, a screen on Booker. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and Coach said first, we've got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker, that's the name of the game here, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what Coach wants from Şengün.
Now here's Allen. Durant with a screen on Green. To the inside. That's good from Durant on the assist by Allen.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Şengün. No good on the triple.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Count it. Good. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
The Rockets trail. Brooks a screen on Durant. Brooks outside. Pass to Şengün. Shot clock at 5. Şengün, a screen on Booker. Green for 3. They get it back. Here's Thompson from behind the arc. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Now here's Allen. Durant with a screen on Green. Allen, the pass to O'Neal. Fires for 3. And Allen is good for 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Here's Booker after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Outside Eason. Into the lane. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Green against Allen. Richards with a screen. Down low. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Green, the pass to Şengün. O'Neal pulls it in. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. On the wing, Durant, defended by Eason. On the wing, Durant. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's Houston. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Dillon Brooks. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Thompson in a 2-guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Durant, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute. Uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Now here's Allen. Outside Booker. Another shot. And there's the drive. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Şengün, a screen on Booker. Green for 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Durant with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Richards with it. He's against Eason. Richards' shot is off. The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Thompson driving to the basket.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
For 3, Durant at the arc. KD drains it.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Şengün, a screen on Booker. Here's Green. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick-and-roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Eason, pass to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Eason can't get it to go.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5. Thompson pulls it in.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
On the wing, Brooks. Outside Eason. Pass to Thompson. And here's Şengün. Puts up a 3. No good. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Allen, the pass to Booker. Durant with a screen on Brooks. Booker for three. Suns keep it alive. Durant surveying the D. Up and over Brooks. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 7 points.
Well, that jumper's so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
In close, Green puts it in. Suns trail by 5. Allen outside. From outside the arc, he buries it from 3. He's got 6.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Green. Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. Knocked away. And Şengün gets it to go.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's Houston leading by 8. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Bradley Beal, also Damian Lee out there, and it's Bol in at the 4. Pass to Landale. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Dunn. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Beal's shot is good.
Not just the jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
Outside Whitmore. Green up top. And a nice finish on the layup. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Outside Bol, the 3. Tate grabs the board. The Rockets lead by 7. Outside Whitmore. Landale with a screen. And it's Whitmore missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here he goes. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Landale. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Lee on the wing. He's covered by Tate. Beal surveying the D. Crafty move. And they get it back. 6 to shoot. Iguodaro. And he banks in the layup.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Outside Whitmore. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Whitmore's got 6 points in the quarter.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Count it.
His position might be shooting guard, but Beal has no problems taking it inside.
Outside Whitmore. Outside for Green. Jacks up a 3. And Houston another 3.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here's Beal. He's closely guarded. Bol against Green. And that one's good. Bol.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Green, a screen. Here's Whitmore. And he goes in for the dunk.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. Whitmore's got 11 in the second half. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Smith outside. Knocks it loose to the paint. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Beal with it, guarded by Smith. Pass to Dunn. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Green against Bol. 5 to shoot. Over Green. Bol, no good. Outside Whitmore. Green with a screen on Beal. Here's Whitmore outside. And so it's the Houston Rockets now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tari Eason is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Rockets lead by 12. Brooks with it. Richards picks him up. Brooks the pass to Şengün. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Violation. Now make jump ball.
Now Durant. A deep three. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Thompson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Booker against Thompson. Durant with a screen on Thompson. Here's Booker. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Green in the post. Booker defending. And that one's good. Green.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
Allen against Green. Allen, the pass to O'Neal. Over Brooks. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his first basket. The Rockets lead by 12. Outside, Green from the arc. The Suns clear it. Now here's Booker. Oh, a tough make from Booker.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Pass to Durant. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handle, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game. Booker against Green. The three is up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Hits the trifecta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Richards. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Booker looking around. Outside Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Thompson attacking. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's Booker. And Booker explodes to the rim.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. For 3, O'Neal. Thompson pulls it in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Puts the move on, and laid in by Booker. And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. Şengün, a screen on Booker. Green for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, we've got Thompson, Dylan Brooks out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Green in at the 1 spot. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Green. Bucket is good.
And once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Thompson against Dort. The shot by Thompson, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Basket counts.
Dort showing a little bit of touch there. He gets aggressive off the dribble.
Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's go. Pass to Şengün. Now Eason. Eason with a screen for Thompson. Back to Eason. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Green shooting it down.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
Right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Eason. Tipped away. Brooks outside. Back to Eason. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Eason's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets. Thompson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here he goes. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder with the lead. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams scanning the floor. Holmgren with a screen on Brooks. The putback, Holmgren on the follow.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Şengün with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And they get it. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Şengün with the screen for Green. Pass to Şengün. Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Eason with a screen for Thompson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Thunder ball.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander fires the 3. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Hartenstein with the screen on Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Thompson with it. Dort covering. Pulls up from the corner. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Thompson. Eason, a screen on Dort. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out,
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Chalk up 2 there.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Rockets.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Green lays it up off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Green. Dort misses. Rockets leading by 9. Green, the pass to Eason. Green inside, defended by Dort. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Pass to Şengün. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. The shot, no good. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Houston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
We've got Jae'Sean Tate. Green is out there with Smith. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Landale in at center. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Green finds Smith. There's a screen. Houston needs to get a shot off. Landale misses. Thunder trailing by 5. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good on the triple. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Williams has a screen for Caruso. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Smith with the ball. Brings it up for the Rockets. Williams against Green. Smith outside. Beyond the arc. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets. Caruso, a screen on Tate. kept alive. Tries to save it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. No good with the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he sinks the second. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Whitmore with it. Still yet to score. To the paint. Here's Landale. And some nice passing there by Houston. Launches it. And it's Whitmore missing. Thunder trailing by 10. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Caruso with the steal. Here's Williams. The Rockets pull it in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Green with a screen on Caruso. Back to Whitmore. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Whitmore's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Rockets. Caruso looking for an opening. To the inside, Williams. The Rockets pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Whitmore. They get it again. They set the screen. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Whitmore's got 9 points here in the second half.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Landale. Back to Whitmore. From downtown. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Joe, good. Joe's got his first bucket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Houston. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's now 26 points for Jalen Green.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. The three-pointer, no good. Thunder trailing by 21. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Şengün with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Green slams it in.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That three off the mark. Houston leading by 21. Şengün with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Şengün. Back to Green. Pass to Eason. Just 4 to shoot. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. On the wing, Williams. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Şengün with the screen for Green. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For 3, Williams. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Eason passes to Green. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Eason. Shoots over Holmgren. Thompson. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 21.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Williams, a screen on Thompson. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you guys thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Green.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Over to the wing. Here's Hartenstein. Left side, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline from the top of the key.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Outside, Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. And no good. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. From deep three-point territory. The shot missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. And
What a great win. All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Jang in at the 4. And for Phoenix, Kevin Durant is out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. Well, it's fair to say we could expect a bruising battle between these two, Graham.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. And now the Suns fast break. Booker, the pass to Durant. For 3. Knocks it down from distance.
It doesn't matter the zip code. Kevin Durant, when he steps over the half-court line, is in his trigger range. My goodness.
Hartenstein with a screen on Booker. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Pass to Bol. Durant with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Durant, the pass to Bol. The Thunder with the rebound. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Goes back up. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. The Thunder have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Allen. Driving inside, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Durant, the pass to Richards. Back to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, you allow him a path to the cup, look out.
From deep. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Phoenix's ball. Right now on a 9-0 run. Durant's shot is off. Thunder trail by 9. From deep, Holmgren. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker. And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
For 3, Booker. They get it back. 4-3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 10-point game. Excellent D there from Booker.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Durant for three. Great D that time from Holmgren.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Thunder trail by 10. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
For three, Booker. And the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 10.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Phoenix. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Jang in at power forward. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams, but at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Thunder trail by 10. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively, so I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Here's Durant. Outside Bull. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. And the Suns get it back. Here's Allen. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Shai with a step. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Booker can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 6. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander powers his way to the rim.
Yeah, you see this. Teams try to get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's willing to play through contact on drives. Nicely done.
Booker, the pass to Richards. Gilgeous-Alexander against Allen. Back to Bull. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Allen. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Phoenix leading by 4. KD gets a step. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft. Boy, Kevin Durant, the quick release and from distance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Dort against Booker. Bold screen on Dort. Booker on the take. The shake. And it's good on the layup. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Durant against Holmgren. Goes up from the top of the key. And another basket for Phoenix.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
And the basket is good. 17 points in the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Allen against Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen, the pass to Bowl. Fires the three. The Thunder with the rebound. There's 25 seconds left in the half. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. That's tipped. Dort with a steal. Hartenstein with a screen on Booker. Gets the three to fall. So Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Suns ahead, leading by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaFour. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Damian Lee. He's out there with Bradley Beal, and it's done in at the 3 spot. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. To the inside, here's Iguodala, out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Joe, the pass to Caruso. For the tie. Shot clock at 6. And he hits it to tie the game.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Beal surveying the D. Takes it inside. And then Beal with the dunk.
A difficult choice for the defense, right? If you sag off, he drains the jumper. In this instance, you give him a step, and he finishes with a big-time drive.
Throws it up high. And they're on the break. He goes up. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Wiggins has got the ball here for OKC. Trailing by 4, and the basket by Joe.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Beal outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Yes! And the foul! It goes on Aaron Wiggins.
Big time tough play by Beal right there, unfazed by the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Thunder trail by 4. Outside Joe. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.157 left in the third. Outside, Williams. From the top of the key, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Phoenix leading by 4. Beal outside. Fires, high post. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
The quick look, no good that time.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Beal. Tight defense on him. Can't hit from in close. Thunder trail by 4. Caruso outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They double-team Beal. Pass to Lee. Now here's Beal. Covered by Joe. Beal left side. Here's Lee. He's guarded by Caruso. And the basket by Lee. Lee's gotten his first points in this one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Williams from long range. Offensive rebound. Misses in close. And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 6 as we wrap up the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Jang in at the 4-man position. For 3, Booker. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 6. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And Booker with the jam.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Up top, Richards. Durant for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The Suns lead by 6. Outside Booker. Puts it up from the high post. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Someone who utilizes that mid-range part of the floor to extreme efficiency, Devin Booker.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Dort against Booker. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The Thunder with the rebound. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
Now, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
And Booker, here we go. And Booker with the jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Screen by Durant. Shot is up. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
For 3, Booker. Devin Booker for 3.
Boy, the delivery from Booker, so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
The 3 from Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Phoenix leading by 11. Pass to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And so Durant will bring it up for Phoenix. This is the most they've led, 13 points. For 3, Allen. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dort against Allen. Screen by Holmgren. Dort for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Durant. 1:07 left in the 4th. It's Booker on the wing. Second chance effort. Again, the Suns good for 2.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
3-point field goal.
The Suns on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Durant. win this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with
the starting group for Houston. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Green, and it's Thompson, and it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And for Phoenix, Royce O'Neal is out there with Durant. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Booker in at the point guard position. Now both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Now Green after the missed 3 from KD. Şengün with the screen for Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. 4 on the clock. Durant, the pass to Dunn. Over Brooks. A kick out to O'Neal. The tray. No good from Durant. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Şengün, no good. Phoenix is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Richards with it. Now defended by Şengün. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Green inside the... Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
Now here's Durant. Over Eason. No good from Durant.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by Houston. And done with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Now here's Green. In the corner, it's Eason. Brooks with a screen on O'Neal. Houston needs to get a shot off. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by O'Neal. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 3 of the first 9 shots to go down in this game. Richards, no good. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Eason passes to Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. For 3. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by Green.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Booker the pass to Richards. Back to Booker. 1:22 left here in the first quarter. Outside Durant. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
And coming in as a floor-spacing 2-guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
And Green slams it in.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Şengün with a screen on Booker. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been. Put it down! Wow!
Oh, my gracious. Way to get up.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Here's Booker. And the shot goes in. He's got 8. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Şengün with the screen for Green. He takes it in, and Green slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
My. So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns' core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
The 3 from KD. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Green. Şengün with a screen on Booker. From deep. Şengün, no good. And KD's got the ball here for Phoenix. They trail by 9 points.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Green up on top. Defended by Booker. Şengün with the screen for Green. Şengün with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Out to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
3-point field goal.
7 points from Amen Thompson.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Amen will blow right by you.
Richards finds O'Neal. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And that one's good. Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Booker. And Thompson sends it back. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
And Green slams it in.
This is how special Green can be at times. When he's hot, he can be an incredible scorer.
For 3, Booker. Here's Richard.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Şengün with a screen on Booker. Here's Green. Pass to Eason. Thompson right side. Eason with it. Here's Şengün. Brooks outside. Overdone. The rebound by Richard. Suns trail by 13. And done with the slam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Outside, Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. Out to the right wing. Şengün finds Green. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Green.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Katie, a screen on Green. Looking to end his cold spell. Booker going to work inside.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Booker against Thompson. Booker the pass to Richards. And that one is hammered home.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. KD looking around. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with the ninth. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Whitmore is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Jabari Smith. And there's Green. And it's Landale in at the center position.
And Beal doesn't shy away from contact, which is how he draws these fouls.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guy. But Houston, they certainly have.
Here's Whitmore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got 5 now.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Beal can't get it to go.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
A shot by Tate with no one around. Off target from three-point range. It's Allen on the wing. Fires for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets leading by 12. There's the try. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Pass to Iguodaro. It's taken away by Smith. And it's Houston on the break. Green finds Whitmore. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Beal up top. Whitmore defending. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to be Beal shooting. It's on Cam Whitmore. For Phoenix, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next 2 years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add
rotation pieces to help them win. And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. It's a different type of matchup.
Suns trail by 15. Beal deciding where to go with it. Here's Bol. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Green with a screen for Whitmore. And he gets it to go. Whitmore's got 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Bol, that's good.
And you can't forget about Bol's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the three in today's game.
Whitmore finds Green. Green with a screen on Allen. Here's Whitmore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3-point field goal.
Whitmore's got 16 here in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Allen passes to Lee. A drive by Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
There's Lee with the 3. Landale grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 13. Here's Whitmore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
personal foul.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. The Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And here is Beal. He's got 5. Pass to Bol. Over Green. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Bol.
And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. No, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
Here's Whitmore. Allen defending. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And Beal kicks the ball. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Bol's got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to Green. Here's Whitmore. Allen defending. Out to Smith. Whitmore with it. Green with a screen for Whitmore. It's tipped. It's stolen by Allen. And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done it. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Bradley Beal, Bol out there with Lee. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Iguodaro in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. They kick it out to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Brooks with no one around. They get it back. Eason. And it's sent back by KD. Throws it up high. Brooks against Booker. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Screen by Şengün. Out left to the wing. All alone. And he hits the jump shot. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Green fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 9. Here's Richard. And a deep 3 from Booker. Another shot. Richards no good. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. At 1 point. Oh, my goodness.
You don't want to jump with Jalen Green. That's rule number 1. And rule number 2, you don't want to jump with Jalen Green.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to KD. Clock at 4.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
High arcing shot. He lays it in.
There's that cleverness of Durant, knowing when to go with the little floater.
Green taking his time here. And it's Green slamming it down.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Booker against Thompson. On the wing, Booker. Rockets with the rebound. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made. All the officials are all over that one.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. Eason, a screen on Booker. Shot clock at 5. Green, no luck. And here are the Suns now. 9-point game. Fires away from outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Thompson slams it home.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Shots good by Booker. There's 25 seconds left in the game. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Green puts up a deep three, and they'll get another chance. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the